Welcome to Pouches and More, and today we'll be preparing this double pocket fabric pouch. It's got two pockets, one front pocket and a center main pocket. They both are completely lined from inside. They are big enough to hold a mobile phone, cash, accessories, keys, etc. It's also got a wristlet. You can also remove the wristlet and use it just as a simple pouch. It's simple to make. So let's check out the materials required to make this double pocket fabric pouch. For the front pocket, we require one piece of main fabric fused with stiff interfacing and one piece of lining, and these two measure 8 inches by 4 1/4 inches. We require one piece of lining fused with interfacing, and this measures 8 inches by 4 3/4 inches. We require one piece of main fabric fused with interfacing, and this measures 8 inches by 1 3/4 inches. For the main pocket, we require one piece of main fabric fused with interfacing and two pieces of lining fabric fused with interfacing, and both these measure 8 inches by 6 inches. We require one piece of main fabric fused with interfacing, and this measures 14.5 inches by 2 inches, and another piece of main fabric fused with interfacing measuring 3 inches by 1 3/4 inches. We require one swivel clasp, one D-ring, and also two zips. These two measure 12 inches long. I have got a longer zip, I'll be cutting it. These are all the materials required. So first we'll mark the center on the zipper, the main fabric and the lining fabric. This is for the front pocket. So this is on the zipper, both the sides we have marked the center marking. We'll also do it on the main fabric. So this is on the main fabric, the center marking, and we'll do it on the lining fabric also. This is not been fused with interfacing. This is center mark, and this measures 8 inches by 4 1/4 inches, and it's not fused with interfacing. So the right side is facing up of the main fabric, the slider will be facing down of the zipper. So we'll just align the center marks like this, and we're just going to clip the entire thing. Now we'll place the lining fabric right side facing down, align it from the sides and the top, and clip the entire thing. So we need to make a straight stitch over here. Here right sides of the main fabric and lining fabric are together. So our straight stitch is done. We're just going to open it and hand press it like this. So the wrong sides will be together of the fabrics, and hand press the whole thing and make a straight stitch over here. This is the top stitch. Now the top stitch is done on one side. For the other side, we'll take this piece of fabric. Right side will be facing down. Now we're going to align it from the sides, both the sides and the top, and we're just going to clip it. So align it neatly and clip the entire thing. Now we'll have to make a straight stitch over here. Here the right sides of the main fabrics are together. Now this is done. This is on one side. We're just going to turn it over on the other side. Here we've got the lining fabric. Now we'll take this lining fabric, which is fused with interfacing, measuring 8 inches by 4 3/4 inches. And we're going to place it right sides together, align it from the sides and clip it. So on this side we have, on the other side we have lining fabric, and on this side we have got the main fabric. So here we're going to make a stitch. So here the lining fabrics are together. Now we'll make a stitch over here. Now the stitch is done. Now we'll turn it to the other side, that is the main fabric side, and we'll just hand press open the main fabric, only the main fabric, and we need to make a top stitch. We are not going to do anything with the lining fabric. The lining fabric will be lying flat, we're just going to flatten the main fabric, hand press it and make a top stitch over here. So this is done. Now we need to make so this is how it will be looking. Now we'll just get the slider inside and we'll make a stitch on the sides, that is on the zipper teeth. So this is how the pocket will be. So we're just going to make a stitch over here. That is done. We have done a small stitch on the teeth. Now we're going to cut this extra zipper. We are also going to cut any extra fabric if it is there. So just going to cut all this extra fabric and make a stitch in the corner to hold these fabrics together. So front pocket is completely ready. This is how it will be looking. Now we'll be preparing the main pocket. So for that we have taken this zipper. We'll just measure the length of this. This is 8 inches. We need a zipper which is around, so from this top, from this place we are going to mark the metal stop. From this place we are going to measure around 7.5 inches to 7 inches. Even 7 inches will be okay. 7 inches will be more comfortable than 7.5. So we are going to cut the zipper to this length. Get the slider inside. So I've cut the zipper. Now the other side of the slider. This is the slider. On the other side of the slider, the wrong side, we are going to turn the zipper teeth like this and we are going to pin it. We'll be doing this for all the 4 corners. So just going to pin this. So this is the wrong side. This is the slider. We have turned it to the wrong side. On the wrong side we are going to fold the zipper teeth like this and we are going to pin this. So this is only to give it a neat finish. Now we need to make a stitch on this. We can hand stitch it or machine stitch it. We'll be doing that for the other side also. That is slider, turn it to the wrong side and fold the teeth. So we can either make a hand stitch or a machine stitch to hold this two like this. So I made a hand stitch on the sides. Now we will be marking the center. For that we'll fold the zipper and mark a center on this. So this is our center on the zipper. Both sides will be doing it. We'll also need a center on the main fabrics. So as we usually do, we are going to fold the main fabrics like this and mark the center. So what we did for the front pocket, we'll be doing the same thing. Folding the fabrics in half, marking the center, aligning the zipper to the center and stitching. So we have marked the center on all. I will take one side of fabric and right side facing up, slider will be facing down. Slider of the zipper will be facing down. Align it. So one side is done. Now we'll take the lining fabric and the right side facing the right side. We're going to attach it. Align it from the side and clip it. So here right sides are together, the zipper in between, make a straight stitch. So that is done. We need to make a top stitch. For that, open it, put the lining and the main fabric one side, hand press the entire thing and we'll be making a top stitch over here. Now in the same way we'll be attaching the other side also. So here is the mark and right side facing down of the main fabric. Align the whole thing, clip it. Now here the main fabrics are together, flip it over. On the lining fabric, place the lining fabric right side down, align from the sides and clip the entire thing. So here lining fabrics right sides are together, and on the other side main fabric right sides are together. We'll be making a stitch over here. Stitch is done. As we did for the other side, open, hand press the whole thing, and we need to make a top stitch. So this is how it will be, and we need to make a top stitch. So our top stitch is also done, and this main pouch is ready. Now we'll go on to the tab. So first we'll take the pull tab, fold it in half. This is for the D-ring. Fold it in half, get the raw edges to the center like this, and we are again going to fold it. So 2 folds, and this is how it will be. This is the tab for the D-ring. On this we'll have to make a stitch. We'll be making 2 stitches. We'll be doing the same thing for the longer one. The pull tab for the D-ring and the clasp is ready. Now for the clasp we are not going to stitch the entire thing, only from here to here we will be stitching. So this is the mark. We'll have to stop over here on both the sides. Around 3 to 4 inches we will be leaving. We won't be making a stitch. Till here we will be making stitch. The corners will be leaving. So stitch both. Now the D-ring we are just going to insert the tab inside the D-ring like this and keep it. This is ready. The D-ring is ready. Now for the clasp, we have not stitched the sides. We are going to insert this into the clasp. After inserting it into the clasp, we are going to open the sides like this. Put the right sides together. So here the right sides, they will be together. The right sides will be together, and we need to make a stitch over here. So over here we will have to make a straight stitch. It's a simple straight stitch that we'll be doing. So the straight stitch is done. We're just going to flatten the seams like this. So once we flatten, we're just going to fold it like this lengthwise, and we'll be making a stitch on both the sides. So our wristlet is completed. It will be looking like this. Now we'll have to make a stitch over here, that is to hold the clasp so that it doesn't shift. So here we'll be making a stitch. Now our main pouch, we are going to attach the D-ring. So for that, only the main fabric will be taking. We'll push the lining on the other side. We'll push the lining on the other side. Only on the main fabric we are going to attach the D-ring tab. So the D-ring is inside, the raw edge is outside, and close to the zip, like center of both the zip, we are going to attach this. We are going to make a stitch over here. Now our D-ring is completed. Now we'll take the main fabric right sides together. We need to stitch all around. So right sides together, main fabrics together, and the lining fabrics together. We'll just clip all around. So we need to make a stitch all around, except on the lining we are going to leave a gap, that is for turning. So this is the gap that we'll be leaving for turning the whole thing. Now before we stitch all around, we need to open the zip. So I forgot to open the zip. The main zip, we need to open it, otherwise you won't be able to turn the whole thing, and then we need to stitch all around. We just cut the edges and turn the whole thing. The edges are cut. We're just going to flatten the seams like this. The opening that we left, we're just going to flatten the seams, both the sides. And then from this opening, we'll be turning the whole pouch right side out. And from this opening, we'll turn the whole pouch right side out. So our pouch is turned right side out. This is the opening. We need to make a stitch over here, hand stitch or machine stitch. So the opening is stitched. Now we'll just push the lining inside the main fabric, and our pouch is completely ready and done. And this is how it will be looking. Push the corners neatly from inside. So this is how the wristlet will be attached, and this is how our entire pouch will be looking. It's simple to make. Please do try this. Thanks for watching.